That Taru's name is Trippin' Balls. That's funny. Trippin' Balls, if you're watching this, you made me laugh today. Good for you. So I think what we're going to do next is I would like to get the rest of the artifact gear. If you remember back a little while ago, we got the honor sword for Mr. Pierso, which we're using today. That was the first step into the artifact armor quest. Before we step into the next story mission, I'd really like to get those done and over with. So in order to trigger the next quest, we have to go talk to Ailbeche, I believe. The young elven kid who's has some daddy issues. Okay, he should be just hanging over here. It is crazy to think that if time really applied to this game, this kid would be an adult by now. Good day, you're becoming quite a knight. You'll also notice I took off that supersonic cutscene thing that the windower does. I found it to be kind of frustrating, so the characters were moving like unusually fast. I just found it to be weird, so I turned it off. Anyways. Hello, Ailbeche. How fare you? Why, hello, Vilbert. You're not my daddy. You've returned from smiting orcs, have you? Please, tell me of your adventures. I am sorry, Ailbeche. First I must rest, for I am weary. And who is this? You seem to be a knight, like me. Yes, he went to great lengths to help me while you were away. Is that so? Many apologies. I am Vilbert, substitute to Captain Exorch of the Royal Knights. Allow me to express my thanks for watching over Ailbeche. Vilbert is in the same division as my father. Since Captain Exorch has fallen ill, I was given temporary command of his division. Strange, that is. My father as well. At any rate, Vilbert is a great swordsman. He last won second place at the tournament. Well, I attribute that to luck, nothing more. Hey. Greetings, Zarne Hamne. What is it? I hear you got yourself a fishing rod. Now we'll take you with us to fish for the big one. Truly, I begged 1,000 times, yet always the answer was no. Yeah, of course, on one condition. Condition? Yeah, you have to bring a giant shellbug. What? You asked the impossible. How is a child like me supposed to catch a giant shellbug? Well, duh. Just ask your dad. He's a captain of the Royal Knights, after all. I don't know. Well, see you later. You better have it when I come back, or I'm not going to take you. Oh, the sadness, the disappointment. Is the big one really that big? Of course, they say he often swallows pieces of treasure. We won't stop until he is ours. But therein lies a secret. We'll never tell where he bites, lest others catch him first. Well, the legends speak of a brave knight who once slew a great fish and gained the treasure it consumed. Ailbeche, you should ask your father for help with a giant shellbug. Oh yes, you are right. I shall ask him. Right, well I must go report to Prince Treon then. Ailbeche, I shall see you again once I am rested. It was an honor to meet you, sir. Farewell. I love the effort they put into all the dialogue in this game, with the cutscenes and just the way the characters talk and interact. That's always been really awesome and impressive. Wow, someday I wish to be a knight like him. Say, you are a knight, aren't you? Kinda. Paladin. Get it right, please? Do you not want to catch the great fish of legend for its treasure? Yeah, sure, why not? That's a fine knight. First we will need a giant shellbug to get started. I doubt my father would give one up if we asked. And another really neat thing about this game too is this is one piece of the Paladin Artifact quest with its own kind of little side story. Every job in the game has these stories catered specifically to them for different pieces of artifact armor, so it's really neat to think that there are all these opportunities to experience all these different stories playing each job. Now, I'm pretty sure the last time Marin and I went to the Crawler's Nest, we flagged a book of some sort. I hope. Let's see if I can remember what region that's even in. Oh, there we go. Crawler's Nest. So in order to get the shell bug, we have to kill a monster in here I believe it's a crawler notorious monster or some sort. Yeah, according to the guide, we have to kill a crawler named Dreadbug. And Dreadbug will drop 1 to 4 giant shell bugs, which can be used as bait to capture this big fish. So we have to get to... Well, there are multiple maps for this place. From the entrance to Crawler's Nest, we have to use exit A at H8. So H8, since I keep having to remind myself that tracing my finger along the screen does not enable you to see what I'm doing. So we got to get right to around there. This whole thing kind of spiders out. Okay. Marin did point out to me last time we were here that the map is kind of designed to look like a spider. Or so the legends say. And as we're doing this, if we happen to get any experience points along the way, we can slowly start making our way to 60. I actually have some really good memories of partying in here. The enemy levels in here, like there's quite a variety of different levels of enemies in this area. I think to this day now there might even be some in like the 80 to 90 range now. I'm not 100% sure. But back in the old days, I used to come here and level quite a bit. Come here like in your 30s and you'd be leveling here still like in like up to like level 50 or early 50s if I remember correctly. Lots of, I remember partying in this place with these lizards right next to these frickin' hanging balls. I gotta wonder if they did that on purpose. But these lizards here link, and there'd be some terrible party wipes if those lizards ended up linking each other and your entire party gets wiped out. And then you've got these worker crawlers here that don't aggro, but then eventually you get to the soldier crawlers, and those ones will aggro quite aggressively. This is not a place I would be comfortable walking through in real life. I don't consider myself claustrophobic, but the idea of experiencing like a cave-in or getting like horrifically cornered in here is a little terrifying. Okay, so we're on a new map now. So we went through the exit H8. On map 2, find the small alcove at H9. So we need to go... There's H. So that's... Oh, that's not too far from us at all. Oh, and you folks will be so impressed with me. I remembered the warp scroll this time. I know it's a freaking miracle, but I did. I'm making responsible decisions. Like walking in front of a giant, scary, angry-ass scorpion. Adulting. I wasn't sure if he was actually going to aggro us, but I guess he did. Oh, jeez. Well, we're making quick work of this guy. Oh, I love having Koromoro's MP refresh. Can't say enough how much I enjoy that. Oh, holy. Chew on that. Okay, so moving on. Okay, we're just about to where we gotta go. We're starting to run into some soldier crawlers. These ones might aggro. We're gonna find out, and I think they link too. Oh yeah, he aggros. They can smell the death of all the other crawlers I've killed in East Saruta, Baruta, and beyond. Now they are weak versus darkness. I don't have any darkness abilities. I was gonna go out on a limb and say fire, but... well... heal there. Okay, so chances are these ones are gonna aggro too. Well, hey. What's a good dungeon crawl without some conflict? Oh, they're both coming. Let's do it. Provoke you. And flash you. Just your friendly neighborhood paladin being a righteous pain in the ass. And we'll sweeten the deal, throw up some sentinel. My gosh, I am loving this game in 60 FPS. I find that the FPS is hit or miss sometimes, but tonight it just seems to be beautiful. Hopefully it looks that way in the finished video. I've been a little nervous doing the 60 FPS with my recorder, just because I know sometimes the 60 frames per second isn't constant, just because this game wasn't meant to be running 60 FPS. But, hopefully no issues. It's always a little nerve-wracking when you change something with content creation, even when it's something small, because you never know if that's going to have any adverse effects. Well, at least we're getting some experience for fighting these guys. Not enough that I really care to throw an Empress Band up, but something's better than nothing. We're still trying to do some skill ups and stuff too. Unfortunately, with getting our level up, our skills aren't capped anymore, so... what the hell? What the fuck is that? So I just tried to use provoke, and instead of giving me like the 30-second timer, it's saying time left December 31st, 1969. What the hell? Never seen that before. Maybe they broke something in the latest update. Oh, crap. I can't get up that way. Somebody watching this video knew that was coming and was like, wait for it. Wait for it. Hahaha, noob. Okay, up the tunnel. What else do we got going on here? Oh, Labyrinth Lizard. What level are these? Oh, they're level 51. Decent challenge. Oh, they're aggressive and they're linking. And they detect by sound. Okay, that might be a little much for us. I mean, yeah, there's more of them in the tunnels too, so... I think I'm gonna ditch my false bravado there, and we'll go ahead and throw up a silent oil here. Don't mind a little bit of fighting to add to the dungeon crawl experience, but I don't want to get completely overwhelmed to the point that we can't get the job done. In everything, there must be balance. Alright. So, we need to go through this tunnel here. This is a really bad place to not have a map. I wouldn't want to be following a guide online trying to guess where I am. Okay, and then we just need to go directly south. Witch Hazel. These ones are level 51 as well. Not aggressive, but they do link. And then there's Exo Rays. Okay, so Dreadbug should be right in here. So there is an Exo Ray over here. Hopefully he just minds his business and stays over there. They detect by sound. Alright. Time for a little boss fight. he is level 52. So, as I said before, he should drop, according to the guide, about 1 to 4 shell bugs. Oh man, he's hitting me hard. Damn. Frickin' glad I'm not soloing this shit. Very thankful for the trust program. Oh wow. Yeah, his poison breath hits hard. Like over 400 damage, damn. Oh, now he threw up Cocoon, so his defense is up. I thought we had some linkage there, but I guess not. I'm gonna go ahead and throw up Sentinel just to be safe. Holy. I shall smite thee with the whitest of magic. Keep those heals up. This is not a guy you'd want to let your health get too low with, because he would take you down quick. Alright, we got this. Good hustle, team. There we go. And we got 3 giant shell bugs. Excellent. Well, that went smoothly. And we won't need to go back and worry about going through this entire area again, because I actually did remember a warp scroll. So, in the words of some person that plans ahead, let us warp. Oh, you know what? We totally missed a step. Again, I've mentioned a couple of times in this series that it's really easy to get ahead of yourself, and you're reading the guide and you'll skip a step. And I'm no exception. I do it a lot. We were supposed to go talk to Exarosh, Ailbeche's father, in the Southern Sandoria weapon shop for a cutscene. So we'll just go do that super quick. And then at that point, Ailbeche would ask us to go get a giant shell bug, which we already have one. So we're good on that front. Daddy, may I go fishing? No! My own weapons are still no match for them. Father. Oh, Ailbeche, did you run that errand for me? Yes, and I have a favor to ask you, too. A favor? Yes, I want a giant shell bug. My friends said then they'll take me fishing. Ailbeche, that's not something a true friend would say. You should pick your friends more carefully. And I have work to do. You know that, do you not? Yes, Father. Yeah, he does have a good point. That little Tarutaru kid seems like a bit of a dick. Thanks for your help earlier. Children can be a handful sometimes, especially when you spend all your days in the weapon shop, never buying anything. That's the case with so many NPCs in this game. You see them and you're like, you have literally been standing in the same spot for almost 18 years, and you're probably not even aware of it. It's like those guys that make all the live action videos making fun of games and NPCs and stuff, the Viva La Dirt League, I think they're called, or something, and they have the one where the guy's like questioning the woodcutter NPC, and he's like, I have to cut wood and bring it to my family, and he's swinging an axe at a tree but not actually connecting with it, and it's like, who's your family? I don't know. Where's your house? I don't know. You've been standing here for years, making no progress. Ugh, it's too real. Way too real. Alright, let's try talking to Buddy here again. Oh, I knew he would say no. Long ago, Father was not like this. You see, my mother was killed by orcs. My father was there, but he couldn't save her. Oh, shit. He blamed her death on the on the quality of his armor and weapons. He gave up practicing swordsmanship every morning and spends all his time scouring the shops for equipment. He is needed in the expeditions, but he always declines due to his supposed sickness or insufficiencies in equipment. I fear he will lose his rank as captain. I am sure a knight of my father's stature could get me a giant shellbug. How can I go fishing now? Oh, giant shellbugs can only be found in the crawler's nest, and such a quest is beyond me. I wonder how I could get one. Okay, send the same stuff. Wow, that sucks. That's some heavy shit right there. Alright, let's trade him a bug. What? This is for me? You always give me things. Are you sure you do not want to use it to go fishing for yourself, sir? Hey, Ailbeche. You got a giant shell bug, right? If not, you ain't coming with me. Sounds like one of those, like, spoiled rich kids. Oh, actually, no. I could not find any. What? Your old man didn't get any for you, huh? He's not really a captain, is he? Forget it, I'm not taking you anywhere. Wow, you're a little dick. You gonna take that from that kid, Ailbeche? It's always like this. I will never get there, so let me tell you where you can fish for the big one. They say he's in Castle Ostrosia. Why would kids be going to Castle Ostrosia? That's stupid. If you take a renowned fisherman with you, you should offer him something. At the very least, you should give 5 giant shellbugs or so. But if you were to fish for him yourself, you should catch him easily as long as you've had a little practice. After all, fishing is all about patience. If you do catch the big one, watch out. They say he's one feisty fish. Your skills in swordsmanship will be of greater use than those of fishing, I gather. I have uncovered all of this, yet I cannot go myself. Please, sir, catch him in my steed. Alright. Well, I didn't realize we'd have to go to one of the Beastmen strongholds, but here we are, going to a Beastman stronghold. So, as for a fishing rod, it is on my to-do list to do some kind of episode dedicated to crafting. I have a clothes pole here. Probably just use that. I don't think it matters what kind of rod you use, just so long as you catch the guy and are able to defeat him. But yeah, I would like to do a crafting episode at some point. I've dabbled a little bit in crafting on Mr. Pierso off camera. Nothing special. I've got fishing capped at 10, cooking capped at 10, and I started doing bone craft. So I think you have to do quests with the guilds. I never really got into crafting too much when I played before, so I'm looking forward to getting kind of a fresh experience with that. But I think we have to do some quests at the guilds, so at some point we will jump in and do some of that, hopefully very soon. But we'll get our first look at fishing doing this quest.